Morning, good morning. Well, for those who are watching live, good morning. For those who are watching on replay, hey, glad to have you here. I'm trying to not have my lights reflect in my glasses, but it seems to be a never-ending issue. So we're here today to talk about the results of the August social media challenge for crochet business owners that we ran together inside of the Crochetpreneur Business Academy and Crochetpreneur. So you didn't have to be a member of the Academy to join. Sorry, I'm just messing with things. So anyway, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to announce our winners of prizes. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get that light out of my... That's better. I don't like when lights are shining in my glasses. So good morning. I'm so happy to have you here. I don't want to spill my water. Okay, so I asked everyone who participated. So in total, we ended up having 14 people complete the challenge and submit their results. So 14 people, which is great. I mean, it would have been fun to have more, but it is a challenge. And I think that's basically what the feedback was like, wow, posting every day is tough. It takes time, it takes planning. Sometimes it takes like, oh my gosh, I want to go to bed, but I got to get a post done. That happened to me 3 or 4 times where I was like, oh my gosh, I just got to post something. And then you don't get the highest quality posts and the highest quality engagement when you're like, I got to post before I go to bed, and you just post whatever, So mostly you get what you put in. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you put a really long time into a really great reel and it doesn't go anywhere, and that can be frustrating. But the feedback that I got from most people, if they hadn't been posting regularly before and they started posting regularly during our 30-day challenge, they did see an increase in reach and in engagement. So, and all of that is going to totally depend on who your audience is, how closely you curated your content to what your target audience wants. And you can go back and analyze your data now that we're done with the 30 days and see which posts did people like the most. And you're going to have to analyze what was in this content, what type of content was it, and what time did I post it. And you're going to have to really juggle those analytics to figure out, is it the time, is it the content, is it the type of content, to see what it is that your audience likes best. But the people with smaller audiences saw smaller gains. The people with larger audiences tend to see larger gains. And the people who were already posting consistently, 5 to 7 times a week, they didn't see as much growth as the people who hadn't been doing that previously. So that's kind of what we saw. A lot of people found the prompts to be really helpful. Other people said, it didn't feel like it really related to me. I bounced around in the prompts quite a bit. And then sometimes I just did what I wanted to do because I had something going on with my business that I wanted to share or something like that. So I would love to hear, if you're here with us, I'd love to hear your experiences. I'm going to pop some of your comments up on the screen. We have Bonnie. Bonnie said, I really wanted to do the challenge, but didn't see it until 2 days in. Will you do another one? I think we will do this again. It might not be until the new year. I have a lot going on. We're having our team meeting today, and as I'm putting together our agenda for the team meeting, I'm like, we have a lot going on. So I don't know specifically when it will be, but we will do it again. And this is another thing. One of the things I have found in everything I do in my business is that the person who organizes it always gets the best results, because everybody else who's doing it is supporting that person who's organizing it. So if you want the best results, go ahead and organize this yourself. And you can even, if you would want to, you could link people to that prompts URL so that they could download my prompts and they would have them. But you can add your own hashtag. You could add your own, I don't know, whatever you want to do with that. But you could organize it, and then you would get the highest results, likely. So my results are skewed by the fact that I had a reel go viral, and so from that reel, I'm getting about 100 new followers a day, and so that kind of skewed my results. I don't know how many of those followers are from that viral reel and how many are from my new content. Sadly, it's hard to discern that. Kathy said, I've been posting approximately 5 times a week, still increased reach by 50% and engagement by 86. Well, something that I've seen you doing as well is you really upped your visuals game. I mean, your visuals were good before. There was nothing wrong with them, but I really feel like you put so much intention into the visuals that you were creating that I could see that people would be really drawn to that. They were very well branded. They were very engaging. Like, you were asking questions, you were bringing great information to your ideal customer, and I can see how that would really help you grow. So keep that up. I think that that's really going to take you where you want to go. I love to see that. Chanel said, I managed to post 20 days out of 30. I just can't do weekends because I don't unplug. I fall back into my workaholic tendencies, but it was fun. I finally hit 10,000 followers. Yay! Congratulations. That is awesome. You do not, I mean, for future challenges, if you want to, you could always schedule those posts ahead of time and just let them go. But yeah, I'm proud of you for knowing your own boundaries and sticking to those, even though I'm sure there was kind of a pull to maybe do something else. So good for you. And I love that you got such, you got growth and stuff anyway. So it is that consistency. Even if you're posting 5 days a week instead of 7 days a week, you still are building that consistency, and people are still finding you and being attracted to your business. So that's yay. That's awesome. Elizabeth said, I couldn't keep up with daily posts, but I did see a great uptick in engagement. Yay. I was able to post every day, which was exciting. I still need to analyze my reach numbers, but I did notice an increase. That is awesome. Usually I post in the moment from my phone, but I'm getting better at scheduling posts out in advance from my computer so I don't have to think about it. Great. Yeah, I think that's, the less stressful way to do it is to at least schedule some things out so you're covered. And then later, if you want to do some spur of the moment posts to fill in the blanks, you can do that. But even if you schedule out 3 posts for the week, you know that you're covered. If anything comes up, you know that at least your account is still going to be active and reaching people. So that's great. Awesome. All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to share about your experience with the challenge that we just held? Oh, for those of you watching on replay, if you didn't get to participate in the challenge and you still want to get access to the prompts and maybe hold your own challenge just for yourself or for you and a couple of friends, you can grab a link to that down in the description of this video. Just click the link. Right now, as we're recording this, it's still branded for the challenge, but I'm going to, for the future, if you're watching this 2 months from now, it will be branded as 60 social media prompts for crochet businesses. So either way is the same. So click on the link, go ahead and subscribe to our newsletter, and I will send you those lists of prompts to help you. There's 30 prompts for makers and 30 prompts for designers. So let's see. Carol said, thank you for the challenge. Got more interaction from my followers than before and learned that I can do this. Yay, that was my goal. There's so many things that we set up in our head as, oh my gosh, that's too hard. I can't do that. But when someone challenges us, when we make it into a game or something fun, we realize we can actually push ourselves and do it. And maybe it's not as hard as we thought it was. So that's awesome. I love that. I'm still trying to figure out how to engage with non-crocheters. It's a struggle. What I really suggest is that and this is probably not going to be a popular answer, is that you stop following a bunch of crocheters. Because what happens is when you're a product seller, right, you need to be speaking to your target customer who is not going to be a crocheter typically. Um, and as you follow a bunch of crocheters on social media, you end up being influenced by what they're doing. And you're like, oh, that was cute. I'm going to do that. Oh, that was cute. I was going to do that. But the thing is, their target audience is likely other crocheters, especially if you're following designers. So you're influenced by people who have a different target audience. And then you start creating content like them because it's easier. And then you start attracting people who are not your target customers. So if you find that you are creating content that is attracting crocheters, looks like a designer could have created that post, then you need to stop following those people and stop looking at what they're doing. Or you can follow them, but just mute them for a while until you find your own groove and you find your own voice and you find what your ideal customer wants. So really, it's important as a product seller, it's important to focus on the psychographics of your ideal customer. So what you want to do is say, what is my customer interested in? And so you're not just going to be sharing your, if we're talking about your emotional fruit line, right? You're going to be talking about other psychological ideas like, how to turn that frown upside down. And then you give them some steps of like how to master your mindset during the day, or how to help your child learn emotional intelligence, right? So you're speaking to those things. Your product speaks to that. And then your other content speaks to that as well. So you could create carousel posts that talk about those things. And that way you're talking to your customer. You're not talking to crocheters, and you're not constantly just talking about your product. So that should help a little bit. AI is a lifesaver, and I'm loving using Metricool to schedule. Oh, good. I love that. AI is so helpful when you just don't know what to write in your caption. You can just be like, write a social media caption on this topic, and then be done. I don't recommend it for every single post, but for sure, when you're feeling stuck, or it's just a quick post that doesn't need your story or your personal content in there, grab something from AI. Yes, Annie, I hope you can as well. So I hope you get on a schedule of maybe even batch creating and scheduling out and all of that. That would be helpful. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick our prize winners. We have 2 prize winners. So you'll get to choose. Do you want $50 in Crochetpreneur bucks? Or do you want this? I just bought. I'm going to see if I can get it out here. Okay. So it's got a nice, flat stand so it can sit on my desk. It doesn't have to like be clamped onto my desk. I don't like that. So I can move anywhere. It holds my phone, and the phone thing moves up and down. And also this part moves up and down. So you can make it shorter or taller. And then it has your ring light on there, and you can change the color of the ring light. You can change the intensity of the ring light. And I've just loved it. So if you're interested in that, so I'm going to pick 2 winners. And you can tell me if you want the $50 Crochetpreneur bucks to attach to any future purchase. So if you're already in like my course or something and you have a payment plan set up, we can't like add it on to that. It's just too technologically wise, too messy. But for future purchases of a live event ticket, things like that, you can use your $50. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to share the Wheel of Names. Okay, these are our 14 people that completed the challenge. And let's go ahead and spin. Grace Romanelli. Okay, so I will contact Grace if she's not here right now. And then our next winner is I'm going to say Shaylee Botchick, but I'm not sure if that's right, pronunciation. But Shaylee, I will be contacting you as well. So those are our two winners of the prizes for this challenge. So again, thank you everyone for participating. It was really fun to see everything. I kept forgetting to use the challenge hashtag. I don't know if you had the same trouble. So I'm not going to be going back and making sure you use the right hashtag on all of your posts because I couldn't remember to do that every time. But let's see. Deb says, really helped me understand a bit more about how to use social media. I think about why I'm posting and what my aim is for posting. Now I need to analyze the results and plan a proper campaign. Yay for you. Awesome. Yeah, I think participating but not looking at the analytics, if you don't look at the analytics, you're like missing out on a really great opportunity because anytime you change your behavior, your customers will change their behavior and you want to analyze that to see if there's some correlation and what you want to do going forward. So once you decide what will work going forward, then you make a plan and then you implement that. So that's my hope for you. That's what I plan on doing as well. I would love to keep posting every day. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try. Except on weekends. I really need to take the weekends off. And like Chanel said, if you are someone who struggles with addiction to work, then I really encourage you to hold boundaries. Your business is not going to fall apart if you don't post on weekends. So if that's a struggle for you, take the weekends off, set your own boundaries and honor those. And just know that your business is going to be fine if you take the weekends off. So, all right, I might just sneeze. It's coming. Sorry. Okay, maybe that, but it really wants to come. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you all go. I have to get ready for my team meeting. Then, for those of you who, normally see me around all day long, I am going to be taking most of the rest of the day off. We have company coming this weekend. I'm going to be out of town tomorrow, so I need to get my house clean. I need to clean the house. So I'll be cleaning the house the rest of the afternoon, so I won't be around. But thanks for coming. It's great to see all these familiar names. Congratulations on honoring yourself and doing what you could do in the challenge. And congratulations to our winners. And I will see you all next week. Thanks for coming.